Hey, it's Tammy, and this is a new episode of Where is the Sun? Before I get into the energies of this week, I just wanted to update some people. I finally finished school, which is amazing. I'm thrilled. And I'm also going to be starting a new job in the near future, which actually at this point in time, though it's subject to change, will free up some of my evenings. So I will be doing more readings and maybe even some classes. I've been thinking about a few different things just to fill up the time, because we all know a stagnant brain causes a lot of trouble. So I think that's it for updates at this point. I also wanted to review really quick, because I know I have a few new followers, that Human Design, in case you don't know exactly what it is, it's a system that was created in 1987. It combines a lot of different modalities, but the easiest way to describe it is if you compare it to like a Myers-Briggs or personality kind of tool. So the only difference is it has to do with energy and how you process energy that comes through our body all day long. So you bump into energy when you talk to people. Sorry, I just put on my lipstick and it kind of it bothered me for a second. But you come into energy when you walk into a room, go to a new place, anything like that. When you go somewhere and you feel weird about the space, that's energy. If you meet a person and you just said hello and you feel like you shouldn't talk to them, that's energy. So what Human Design does is it shows you the energy you were born with and the energies that you encounter in other people, and it gives you tools to maneuver through those energies. I started doing this a long time ago. I think it's going on 8 years or so, maybe 9. I'm not really sure. But it's changed everything that I've done. I left a job shortly after. Actually, I changed my entire career shortly after I learned Human Design. And I can honestly say I've never been more at peace with myself. I can actually sit quietly and not go crazy, things like that. So it just helps you to realize that a lot of the stuff that we run into isn't personal. It's the energy as it hits between you and another person. And depending on how aware you are, you can often work with that energy. So even if you're in the most tedious relationship, with awareness, there are ways that you can actually work with that person. Or if nothing else, make whatever that person says not affect your energy or who you believe you are, that kind of stuff. So it is really cool. A friend of mine introduced this to someone who's really young, and I'm excited to actually talk to this person because I wish I knew this at that age. I started getting into things at around 22, 23, when I was really kind of my own person, getting into my own spirituality and dealing and researching all these different things. But it wasn't until, 7, 8, 9 years ago that I learned about Human Design. So anyway, it's really cool because it's changed my whole life. And if you can get in front of it, then that's even better for you. So remember, if you have kids, if you have a young adult in your life, anything like that, this can help, whether, they have a conversation with me or I talk to you and then you are able to put that into practice. But the dynamics of energy is just really cool. So these videos are called Where is the Sun? It takes 6 days for the sun to move through the Human Design Mandala. There are 64 gates in the Human Design Mandala, and as the sun moves through, it activates those energies in your chart. So right now the sun is in the 53. It's in the third line, which means 3 days. And the 53 is about planning and starting and initiating. It's about beginning. It doesn't carry the energy to do it or finish it, but it's the idea. Someone said something the other day like, we give her an idea and she makes it happen. And that's what the other part of this energy, which I believe is the 42, the other part of the channel in the body graph, actually brings. It brings, someone comes up with an idea or initiates the idea and then kind of passes it off so it gets the work done. Someone like a manifester, they don't have sustainable energy. So a manifester can come up with an idea, make the plan, teach and communicate to somebody else, let them know how they want it done, and then that person can run and do it, and it's an amazing thing. So it's that kind of energy. So if you are thinking about things like I just blurted out, having a class, which I would love to do if people are interested in doing. I used to do a lot of them, and they were a lot of fun, either in person or on a call. They're great. You get to meet a lot of people and talk about a lot of cool stuff, and it's always good, I think, when there's a group of people and somebody asks a question, because it probably answers a question that you may have had. But I digress. So that's an idea, that's a beginning, that's a plan I can start working on now. Where I'm a generator, I have that idea and I actually voiced it, but I can't just run with it unless somebody says, hey, you should do a class, or you haven't done a class in a while, or, you know, actually somebody did say to me recently, you should start doing more Reiki again because you're going to have free time. Things like that. So for me, being a generator, I have to wait for something to respond to outside of myself. So that person who said to me, hey, you should do more Reiki, you know, set up times for regulars or new people to come in, that kind of thing. That was a time where I can say, okay, do I want to do this? Do I don't want to do this? Do I have the time? Do I have the energy? You know, whatever. It's definitely something I'm going to do. I just need a couple weeks to finish up what I'm doing now and then move into that. But anyway, so types and strategy are really important. Depending on your type, that gives you your strategy, that gives you the information you need to function at the best of your ability. A lot of things, like actually something just happened today where someone was knocking on the door and my son was downstairs and I was upstairs, and we're texting back and forth, someone's at the door, what are they driving, who is it, were you expecting anybody, let's not answer the door, kind of thing. And this person, it was a child, he was probably 11 or 12. I don't know. It all happened so fast. He could have been 8 for all I know. But all of a sudden I heard the knocking after my son pointed it out a couple times. And then I heard the birds. They were saying hello a lot more than they normally do when somebody knocks on the door. So then I heard another voice. So I was like, oh, someone's in the house. So I went to get up and this kid is in my hallway. And it was shocking. And it was kind of funny. And he left, but it was like, it made me think of not, you know, being invited or responding to something. So somebody was knocking on the door, my son and I, generator and manifesting generator, made that decision that we weren't going to open it, but the person came in anyway. And a lot of times, like if you look at a generator situation or a projector, projectors need to be invited. So sometimes in life, and I have other examples of this, you know, projectors will interject information or they'll push forward with something, but they weren't invited, so they're not taken the way they intend, you know. And don't get me wrong, projectors are awesome, but anyway, it was just kind of funny that something as simple as somebody walking into the house reminds me of human design. That's how integrated it's become in my world. So I hope this isn't too confusing. I know it's a little longer than usual, but I haven't done one in a while. I've skipped a few weeks and I do apologize for that. I do get some questions, and just so everybody knows, I don't mind answering a question here or there. Throw it in the comments, send me an email, post it on Facebook, however you want to do it. But there are other things that get a little more in depth where you probably would need a reading. So if you go to my website, which is still TammyMurrayCousins.com, you will see on the services page all different price points. So whether you can afford 10 minutes of something or 2 hours, it's all there. It gives you many different ways to get this information. I do leave a lot no charge on this YouTube channel and on the Facebook page, and I'll continue to do that. And I will continue to answer one-off questions as well. But I just wanted to make you guys aware that that's where you could find that information. So I think that's about it. Have a great day. I will leave myself a note in my phone to get back here in 3 days and let you know about the next one. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, just let me know. All right, thanks. Bye.